Right.
I was going to ask you, there was this rumor not too long, well, it was a while ago. They kept trying to say that Phil Jackson was racist.
Oh, yeah.
You played for him with two different
He said
teams.
some sketchy shit recently.
I was curious.
You said,
since you, I was curious that you played for him in two different.
I'll ask the questions.
Yeah, two great teams, led by some really great players. What was your impression of Phil? I mean, if you don't have one, that's fine.
Well, when he took his hood off, he was like everybody else. God, I was waiting for that joke. I've been holding it. This is a trip. This is another thing. This brings a Scottie Pippen thing. Scottie said it.
Yeah.
Right? But Scottie didn't say it. The interviewer said, so you're saying Phil Jackson is racist? And Scottie said, okay, I'll go with that. That's what he said. I had to watch it a bunch of times because I was hosting.
So he was led that way.
Rich Eisen show, and I wanted to make sure I heard it.
Right.
And went to look and see if it was Frankencut. Wasn't. Phil Jackson wanted Scottie on the Lakers. And when he got there, and Scottie didn't, it was a situation, and Ron Harper came, and I talked to Phil, and I got to come, but he thought Scottie would be great for Kobe, right? Harp turned out to be as great.
Yeah.
Right? Which people don't realize you need those kind of support. Phil Jackson was born in the 50s. Phil Jackson was raised in South Dakota. Phil Jackson is the son of an evangelist. Phil Jackson then became a member of a tribe and was coaching in the CBA and was really into taking care of the natives, I'm going to call them natives, of the indigenous people we call Indians. Okay. He was born in the 50s, though. So I guess I'm racist, too, because we were in certain situations and you believe certain things. Like I saw Don Rickles and he was sitting down. I got on one knee. I said, embarrass me, say something, because it's Don Rickles and he would do all these race jokes. He was like, you're ugly, now get up. I was like, oh, happy. And people used to say things, people used to get away with saying things. So, but the mentality was different. What Phil said is what Democrats don't like. Now, I don't say I'm a Democrat or a Republican. I'm a victim of Americanism. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to stand on it because we have been victimized constantly. No matter what side we vote on, we get the bad end of the stick.
Right.
That's right.
But what Phil said was the NBA allowed the Democrats to dictate everything. And he wrote a book called Maverick, which was talking about being outside of the box. BLM was one way. The Democrats were leading the force. These are the same people that told you to put on a mask and take a jab. And if you didn't, you were irresponsible to your neighbor next to you.
Yeah.
That's all Democratic.
So that was his quote. It was about he stopped watching basketball once they started doing the Black Lives Matter shit. Something along those lines.
When they brought politics
into,
and they had to do it. LeBron, Magic Johnson, Arsenio Hall, they all jumped on, get the jab, get the jab, get the jab, you're on this side. Then when they come out now, and the evidence comes out, like Ice Cube said, they didn't have enough research, and 1,800 people are dying from heart attacks that are athletes, 1,300. Things are not being pointed back to this direction when they were told that was all on the Democratic side. So when you're in a bubble and you're BLM and you're Black Lives Matter and you're pushing an agenda and you're forcing it, that was political because the political side was making sure the money was going where it needed to go. That's what Phil was saying. I'm not a Phil Jackson apologist. I'm just saying I heard what he said, and I knew it had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Candace Owens came up and proved it has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Dude, I'm a part of Invest Fest in Atlanta, and we are still having to talk about how to do financial literacy and how we still, only 3% of all mortgages in America are black. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's wild.
Out of the whole America, only 3% of black people own their house, and we're talking about Black Lives Matter?
Damn.
Where?
3%?
You think any of it's going to change? You think LeBron's going to come out and talk about the shot now that his son had a motherfucking heart attack?
No, because
he was advocating for the shot, no?
Well, I had a hard situation too, and I didn't get the shot when I played. So unless they straight out come out and say it's the aluminum foil we put in that connects to your DNA, and when you heat up aluminum foil inside of a microwave, it blows up, he's not going to say it.